you might have a spiritual rot, spiritual brain rot. You might have that. I mean, not even might, you probably do. If you're watching all the videos online and thinking that you're going to find this like salvation in chasing after, you know, your desired manifestations and anything that this new woo-woo modern spirituality like has for you, I guarantee you there has been some layer of brain rot, a spiritual brain rot that has settled in. And what is it? It's like, oh, a new term, spiritual brain rot. And then like, what does that mean? It's basically like, well, what is, because I was like, it came in this way. I was like, I didn't want to do this video, but whatever. It's like, I know it's gonna trigger people. It's just like what I do, trigger people. But this brain rot, like social media related, right? You watch enough like social media and like this lens that you see stuff through and like cognitive function starts to deteriorate, right? Well, it's like kind of a similar idea. Spiritual function deteriorates. The truest you that is trying to shine out, it can't, because you're blocking yourself and you don't even know how or why. And it's like people think like, oh, I'm blocked from my manifestations. No. I've said in other videos, I'm like, you never manifested anything. What do you mean? It's like, because you're always manifesting by default, your spirit, your soul is always manifesting. You're not actually consciously manifesting anything that you think. You've attached yourself to this law of attraction bullshit and law of assumption bullshit. So it's like when I tell you guys I go online and I watch YouTube videos or like I see these things or whatever, I'm making mental notes of like, and I just immediately see people that are lost in spiritual identity. They've identified with new, you know, modern-ish, right? Like last, like, I don't know, 30, 50 years. These new ideas that they think are like some kind of salvation, some kind of like, oh, this is it. They attach themselves to it, and then they reframe their entire reality around thinking that they're spiritual through doing law of attraction, semen retention, watching, you know, prophetic word videos. The newest trend, and I've mentioned this lately, nervous system therapy. You think it's like, why are these things that like, why am I calling these things out? Okay. So somebody experiences something, right? Like some spiritual seeker experiences something. Maybe they even have an awakening. It's like, oh, I see more clearly. And they were doing like some manifestation shit. They were journaling. They were like, you know, purging. They were, you know, oh, it's a full moon and I have to journal because I have to make room for my new desired manifestations. All of that stuff, the whole way you're framing it, that spiritual egoism is so illusory and it blinds you. And you can't see because you're blinded by your own spiritual ego that you've attached yourself to through some spiritual shit that you think is like the highest. And it's not. So a lot of people, they put up these videos, they think they're like, I'm a manifesting expert, I'm a nervous system therapy expert. I know this, hey guys, I figured it out. This is what I've been missing. Oh my God, my manifestations didn't come in until I did this, this, and this. And they're all fucking clowns. Because they have no clue about this, their inner self. And so it's like, but I'm doing the inner work. I'm doing the introspection. I'm doing my journaling. I'm doing my gratitude practice. Guys. It's like you've been sold on this idea of gratitude to get your manifestations. And it's like, you think that the energy of all that is doesn't know the intention with which you think you're doing a gratitude practice to begin with? You think you're going to sit down and like, I'm going to be grateful. Why? Because I want to get my desired manifestations. That's gratitude. I feel so excited and so grateful all the time. Look at me, God. I feel so grateful because you're going to bring in this stuff. It's already mine. And I just have to match my vibration and frequency. Oh yeah? And then I'm going to have all the stuff. Sucking on that tit. We're going to get all the stuff. It's going to be so exciting. Yeah, can't wait. I can't wait. I cannot wait for my desired manifestations to come in. I can't wait. Because then my life is going to be amazing. Then it's like, whoa, then life is worth living. And you fucking idiot, it's already amazing. It's already worth living. That's why you're here. Your default existence is the amazing. And you've lost touch with that because you've attached yourself to some arbitrary labels in the spiritual woo-woo community that's telling you that this is how it is and this is what you need to seek. So I go online and it's like I open up a video and like in the first 4 or 5 minutes, if you've said the word manifesting or I'm a manifester or I'm going to teach you how to get your manifestations, I immediately know you're blind. If you say it like over and over, like 20 times, and like you can't articulate a spiritual like mentality and a spiritual message without saying manifesting 100 times, you're clueless. Because it's not about manifesting shit. You're already doing that. And it's not about desires. Your desires, this is like, your desires want to find you. You just have to match your vibration to get to your desires. Oh yeah? Yeah, they're looking to find you. You haven't matched up the timeline of your future self that has all the desired shit. You just gotta match that up. And then you're gonna be happy. Ooh, I am? Yeah. You're gonna have the beautiful boyfriend or girlfriend, and you're gonna have the mansion on the lake. You're gonna have all the stuff. And then you're gonna be happy. Then you're gonna be fulfilled. Even better yet, that might even lead you to your enlightenment. Woo, really? Yeah. The more I attach myself to some situations, the more I'm gonna find my enlightenment. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what Buddha said. You idiots. Wow, Darius, you're calling me out. And then you're gonna have people that are very like, oh, I'm so spiritual. I do my daily yoga. You know, I do my pranayama. I know all the Hindu Sanskrit words for like the poses. And I go to my spiritual retreats and I read all my philosophical and spiritual books. And I have my manifestation gratitude practice and my journaling. They do all of this shit and they're blind. Yeah, because they have fully identified with a spiritual ego and a spiritual brain rot that has settled in. And then everything they're filtering their shit through is these labels and words that they think are super modern spiritual. And that's not it. What you're doing is you're curating and cultivating an entire identity. It's like you disassociated, you detached from this like, I'm not weak. Like this, you know, the mental baggage, you finally let go of that, but you transition from one prison of the mental baggage to another prison of spiritual ego and spiritual identity through like all this bullshit modern shit. And it's like, even the old terminologies, it's like I talk about modern woo-woo spirituality. Even the old spiritual shit can be a trap too, guys, okay? You have to see through all of it. The moment you start thinking that you're some kind of manifestation expert or some kind of like therapy, like I'm not talking about clinical therapy, right? Like where you go to school and you're a psychiatrist, psychologist, whatever. I'm talking about like, I'm a modern tantric sexual master that's gonna teach you how to elevate your vibration and okay, sure you are. What does it even mean to be human, man? What does it even mean to just simply exist? Do you know what that means for yourself outside of manifesting? It's like it fucking it triggers me so hard. I mean, like I'm over it, you know, but like I see it and it's like I think if it didn't, you know, somewhat trigger or bother me or whatever, like that I put up this message, I wouldn't put up the message. I wouldn't have a reason to. It's like, oh, you think you're right and you're making everyone else wrong. And it's like, that's egoism too. Yeah, it is, but I don't think it that way. It's not binary, guys. That spiritual egoism and spiritual brain rot that has settled in is the dharmic path that is leading you to your eventual awakening that realizes all of that shit. So it's like the final hurdle, one of your final hurdles when you're doing the purging is to see even through spiritual stuff that you think are so super spiritual and hold some truths, seeing even through that. That's where some shit fucks you up. Because you're like, wait, I was chasing all that manifesting stuff, but I thought that that was like the true spirituality. Somebody sold me on this idea that like all my amazing desires are meant to be fulfilled. And then I went balls deep chasing that. And then like for whatever reason it didn't work out, or hey, maybe it even did work out and you still feel like shit. Man, I did like that law of, hey, I'm such a master manifester. I did law of attraction. And I was just like a natural at it. These people have been trying to manifest for like dozens of years. No, in the first 6 months, I got $100,000 without even trying. All I did was gratitude journal for this. Whoa, you did? Yeah. Wow, you're a natural, aren't you? Well, what'd you do? Like, I mean, like, you got 100 grand. Like, what'd you do with that money? Well, I went and I bought a bunch of stuff. It was cool, and experiences. Oh, and I went on vacations. Oh, yeah, yeah, it was amazing. I got to okay, but then it's like I ran through the money so fast. It's like now I don't really have that money anymore. I guess I got to manifest another $100,000 to go and have those experiences again. I guess so. I guess you got to keep sucking that tit. Enjoy it. Mommy, I want my milk. Well, what's the milk? The milk of life. Manifestation. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the good shit. When Jesus talks about living the good life, when Buddha talks about right-mindedness, it's about chasing your desires in the physical reality. That's what it is, right? Sure. Like, the truest power is in realizing that it's not found in power. The truest manifestation is realized in not chasing after the manifesting. The truest freedom exists outside of seeking freedom. The moment that you're trying, you've lost the plot. So if you're sitting here trying to manifest and trying to nervous system therapy and trying to 333 hertz meditation to quiet yourself, you've lost the fucking plot. Sit with yourself. That's it. If you read like Zen Buddhist shit, the Zazen, they're just like they're like just sit. it's like you read it, it's just and then you just sit and then you sit some more. Even like I was saying like Yogananda, so you just meditate some more. So like I'll use nervous system therapy as an example, right? Like this whole regulating your nervous system shit, because that's like really, I've mentioned this. It's like 5 years ago, you go online, there isn't like now, it's like YouTube flooded with nervous system, and it's like tied somehow to spirituality and tied somehow to finding yourself. You need a calm nervous system, and you need to regulate your nervous system to get your, it's like manifestors, modern, manifestation people that think they're on the law of attraction or law of assumption, they have tied psychological or neurological topic wordings to manifesting. Guys, my biggest breakthrough came in manifesting what I wanted when I realized that I just needed to have a calm nervous system. Oh, I wonder what the yogis have been trying to tell us for thousands of years. Hey guys, my life like naturally perked up when I was more calm and aware. It's like now everything's about nervous system. Yeah, what the fuck do you think meditation is? What do you think it's been telling you? What do you think prayer is? What do you think internal contemplative stillness is? What type of sympathetic, parasympathetic nervous system response do you think you get from meditation? This is common sense shit. But because it's like, woo, nervous system, it's like, hey, I'm watching a tarot reading. Guys, your manifestations are right around the corner, and your biggest breakthrough was when you realized you needed to calm your nervous system. Oh, really? And so the more I see people targeting these specific words because they heard them and now they regurgitate them, they take them in willy-nilly and just start spitting them out, that's how you know they're lost and clueless. The more they spit it out. And they have a whole variety of all the modern labels, and they think they're like, it's basically clowns, like a snake oil salesman who spits out like a salesman, spits out a good game, talks a good talk, reels you in, and then each individual person is picking up these words, and then they're assimilating these words, and then regurgitating those words, and they think they're spiritual now. They think they found it. They think that they're gonna get what they want. I've said this. Your deepest desire, every soul, the reason it's born, its most intense desire is to realize itself fully, without attachments and labels and desires and wants. And then the spontaneity comes in, then the freedom comes in, and then you do what you do when you want, and you're not seeking and chasing like a little bitch. I mean, like, I don't know how to simplify it outside of that. How much has this spiritual brain rot settled into you and made you think that you're doing the good work, the good news? I mean, like, oh, I don't know, man. This Jesus guy never talked about manifestation, and this Buddha guy never talked about manifestation. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Every hardcore religion that like points to the ultimate spiritual truth is telling you to get as far away from your desires as possible. And then modern spirituality comes in and tells you you're meant to fulfill all of your desires, and you're desiring them because you need to match your frequency to this fucking delusion. And then it comes in for some people, and then it doesn't come in for other people. And for the people that it comes in, they get to experience it because they still haven't found themselves. And then the people that are still chasing after it, they're still on that path of chasing. Why? Because the chasing leads you to your suffering. Because if you don't keep getting your shit, the stuff that you want, I really want my soulmate, when's she gonna show up? I claim the energy of this tarot reading. It's telling me that my soulmate's right around the corner. I claim it. It's gonna come in. My desired manifestation is gonna come in. And then I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna get to go, happily ever after in the fairy tale. It's gonna be amazing. Let it go, guys. It's a bitch to let it go. Let all of that stuff go. If you think that I'm calling you out, if you're getting triggered, like this Darius guy is like talking shit about manifestation, and I love manifesting. If that stuff, if this is triggering you, look at yourself. Find the why in what I'm trying to point to, man. Because it is of the truth. I am not lying to you. I'm not. I don't even want to put this shit up because I know it's gonna end up getting me hate and vitriol for it. Whatever. It's gonna come in, it's gonna come in. I don't, it's like, I was like, no, I'm not putting up that video, God. Sorry. He's like, I'm gonna keep pestering you until you do. Like, okay, fine. It forces you to. The Spirit forces you to. When you have aligned yourself with the Holy Spirit, when you have aligned yourself with the channeled, awakened self, it moves you whether you like it or not. It's already always moving you whether you like it or not. You're just not cognizant of it. The union, the yoga, the oneness lies in recognizing how that's playing out and how it's steering you. And then you aligning yourself with that. That's the manifestation. And then guess what? The reality, it's already sustaining itself and cultivating itself for you. Every breath that you're taking, every step that you're taking, that you're walking, the reality is being manifested for you, by you, through you, and the God energy that you are one with always, with. So the moment that you start thinking, I need this, I want this, you've already cut yourself off from the reality that's playing out within you. So what I mean by you never manifested anything and you're not manifesting anything. It is only ego and pride and arrogance that makes us think that we're the ones that are in control and doing anything. And God wants that POV experience of you making your choices and you sitting on your ass thinking that you're going to manifest stuff. He wants the whole play of that. He wants you to get caught up in the illusion, devil, temptation of that, of what this physical has to offer. He wants you to get caught up in that because he knows that's how he's going to realize himself through you eventually. Maybe not in this life. You might be stuck on sucking on that tit of manifesting shit your entire life. You might never come across my video to wake you up, to smack some sense into you, maybe. Like I'm some kind of, arbiter of truth. Ooh, Darius is here to wake up the masses and tell them to stop chasing the tit. Come on, guys. This is what everyone's been, all the greatest spiritualists have been telling us for thousands of years. This is not new. This is not new. The Arcturians have a message for you. Oh, they do? Yeah. Ooh. And the Pleiadians too? Yeah. And Atlantis? Oh, yeah. The Atlanteans that once lived, they have a message for you. Oh, yeah. You guys, it's like, people think, it's like Atlantis never existed, guys. There were never Atlanteans. Just want you guys to know that. If you go and look up the root of where Atlantis first came from, it came from some work of Plato. It was never talked about before Plato. Plato talks about Atlantis, and then after that, everybody, it's just the same way as some modern thing comes in, and then the people come after and they start regurgitating the one. So it's like Plato in his work of dropping the word of Atlantis is the root of all of the nonsense that has spawned using the word Atlantis and Atlanteans from. He was talking about some like metaphorical, allegorical kind of thing, some story about like people, philosophical shit, okay? Like some dreamed paradise of Atlantis that may have once lived, and then people hooked on to that. Oh, Plato mentioned Atlantis. That must mean that an Atlantis existed. No, he just made up that word to describe a state of being or a state of humankind that a panacea, amazing Atlantis. And then everybody took it, and now we've run. And it's the same thing with like the Lemurians and the Galactians, all of this shit. There's like it's like oh, Atlantis is just as much of a reality as Mordor and the Shire in Lord of the Rings. Is just as much of a reality as Dune, the planet of Dune. And now thousands of years from now, if like one little, mythological thing pointed, like the book Dune survives, right? Then somebody picks it up and they don't know the mythology of like this guy, some random dude creating the world of Dune. They're like, oh, once upon a time there really was a Dune. It's the same thing with Atlantis. It's the same thing with any of these mythological archetypes that we create out of thin air. The mind concocts it, and then other people hear it, and whether or not they vibrate with it, they take it in, and then they start spitting their own nonsense based on it. And this same manifestation shit, and this nervous system shit, and all of this different shit, it's all the same shit. It's the same, it's being used in that same way. It's being used in that same way without people recognizing what they're actually doing. And so that's what I mean by you see. When I say I see the root of all of the mental, the root of all of the mental extrapolations of like where you came from with that. It's like, so the more identified you are with like the you know, like, I'm so spiritual and I do this, and I have my practice and like this is what I do, and you're so far from the true Dharma. The truest Dharma exists outside of a Dharma. Do you know what that means? The truest spiritual practice exists outside of a practice. Do you know what that means? We've lost touch with our own humanity because we chase stuff. And you're chasing spirituality, you're chasing physical stuff. It's the same thing. You're like, no, spirituality is just like, woo! No. Spirituality, when you've attached yourself through mental labels, it's stuff, man. Mental stuff is stuff. Physical stuff is stuff. You just don't see how or why yet. At what point are you going to get sick of it, man? So it's like, it's another reason why, like, when you go back to my video that I did on, you know, the spiritual path is the loneliest path. A big part of this feeling lonely, because I also did a recent video on loneliness, and it's like, you're never lonely. There's a paradox here, guys. There's a paradox of loneliness, okay? The people that I would think today would be the closest to vibing with where I'm at as a spiritualist are also the people, the same people that are the furthest from realizing themselves because they're so attached to this shit. This modern manifesting and yoga and anything that you can think of that has caught on in the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years of people that you would visualize as somebody being modern spiritual, all of the different shit that they do, and they think that they're super spiritual through it. It's like go look at Eckhart Tolle and look at how he lives his life. Look at how simple he is. How often is Eckhart talking about manifesting? How often is Eckhart talking about nervous system therapy and regulating your nervous system? How often is he talking about you can get all of your desires? Woo! Yeah, he might have an occasional video addressing it, but the brunt, the core, the vast majority of his content is all hardcore spirituality, man. That's the hardcore shit. He has a book called Stillness Speaks. That's it. It is just another form of egoism. This spiritual brain rot. Spiritual identity that has come in and seeped in and fucked you up without you recognizing it. You feel personally attacked and triggered by me calling you out on this? You probably haven't even gotten through to watch this whole video yet, have you? Obviously not. Somebody that's like super attached to that shit, they watch the first minute, 30 seconds of my video and they get triggered and they turn the video off. Great. This guy clearly doesn't know what he's talking about. I know what I'm talking about because like I am doing the manifesting, and that's the true spirituality. All these fucking clowns and charlatans that are selling you the biggest lie about this reality. And you perhaps at one time or even now getting caught on that and staying on that chase, and it gets you to, oh wow, what I was doing was kind of off. This feels better because then I'm not trying for some desired manifestation to come in and like, oh, I'm done in my fulfillments and that. Oh, that's a very torturous fucking thing, man. It's this very hedonistic, you know, like pleasure pain thing. It's like, oh, I need more pleasure. I need more pleasure. Give it to me. Okay, cool. Sucking on that tit, I feel great. And then eventually the tit runs out of milk. And then you're going to cry like a little baby. Mommy, I want more milk. Please. Give it to me. It can be anything. Sexual experiences. I just want to be seen. I want to be appreciated by a partner. I want to have the chance to be intimate and love someone. I want to get to make out and, grab some boobs and, like have all the great pleasureful sexual experiences. I want to come really hard. Woo! Amazing sex. I want all that ooey gooey love stuff. Stars in your eyes, just like, oh, I love you. Woo! You want all that? Maybe you'll get it. What happens if that relationship is over, though? What happens when that breakup happens? Well, no, I'm going to marry them and we're going to live on forever. It's never going to end. Yeah. You get married and then 20 years later, the person dies. Do you know what you're in for? Do you know what kind of destruction you're in for when they die? How it's going to fuck you up? The more attached you are, I have a post on this in my post. The more attached you are to something, the more it brings you fulfillment, the more addicted you are to it. And when you let that go, the more it fucks you up. It is a very proportional, equal, and opposite reaction. The more attached you are, the more it fucks you up. And so how attached and how fucked up are you going to get when you finally have to let go of all this manifesting shit and all these modern spiritual labels? Hey guys, I realized myself because I did a bunch of semen retention. Oh yeah? Correlation is not causation. Or causation is not whatever the fuck I did the semen retention and now I have found myself. I am celibate and it's amazing. No. Well, Darius, you're saying don't seek pleasure. And part of pleasure is having sex. And if I'm abstinent of sex and I retain my semen, guys, you think I'm out here doing semen retention? You think that you can't find yourself and be a holy spiritual person if you have sex and bust a load once in a while? Everything in moderation, guys. The middle way. Everything in moderation. You can have sex occasionally. The moment you lose yourself in seeking after it, the moment you want it to keep going forever, the moment that's where you've lost yourself. It's like such a fine balance, man. This is why it's so hard to see. Anything in the physical form, anything in the physical reality is always changing. And then the moment that you're seeking after this thing that's always changing, it changes to a point where it no longer gratifies you and fulfills you. And that's what this reality is always teaching you. And then it's like you think that some things that come into your reality and stay for longer periods of time have this illusion of permanence. And the mind, because it gets fixated on a certain way, the moment something changes and it's not to your desired effect, or like it doesn't look how you want it to look, that's where the bitch mentality comes in and you start like, yeah. It's what like getting lost in desire is, getting lost in attachment is. And attachment and desire can be anything on the mental or physical landscape. And then you dissolving all these layers within yourself and sitting down and doing the real introspection and sitting down and doing the real stillness, it starts to like slowly unravel itself to you. And then you finally see.